What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Heat Ray Vision podcast. This is Hav, and with me I got Hector.
Yo.
And I got Mario.
What up?
And in this episode, we're going to be giving you guys our official list of the best and worst of 2022. So that's what we got prepared for you guys. Before we get started, we want to remind you guys that you can listen to our podcast on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And be sure to follow all of our socials at Heat Ray Vision Podcast.
Yeah, and before we get started, guys, I want to let you guys know that it's been a while since we uploaded. We've been busy with the holidays and stuff.
With family.
So we were really far behind. So Happy New Year, guys.
Yo, 2023.
Yeah, right. But yeah, let's, okay, I guess we should start it with, okay, do you guys want to do with movies? You guys want to start with which category do you, because we have it in categories, guys. So we're going to be doing our top 10 movies, top 10 shows, and then top 10 video games. So did you guys want to go with one first?
We should probably do movies.
You guys want to do
Movies
movies?
out of the way, because movies is, yeah.
Okay. So before, and also, well, should we give our official list at the end? So we discuss all of our lists first, and then at the end, we'll do our official.
Let's do our...
The official HRV list.
So we give our own first, then the official, you said?
Yes. We'll do that.
You think that'd be more suspenseful? We'll be like, ooh, how the fuck? They all disagree right here.
Well, I thought you would have just been like, at number 10 on the official list, we have this, and then that's when we would discuss and be like, well, at number 10, I had this. Well, I had this, and I had that.
You guys want to do that?
I thought that's how it was how we were gonna do it. Because I mean, logically, it would just.
We started the podcast. We haven't even discussed this. Ain't this crazy? So unprofessional. What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
I mean, because what I was thinking is we all talk about our list, and then we all talk about our list. That's when we can disagree. Like, oh, you put number 1 there, Mario, or unless you want to do the official. Then you guys want to do that? You guys want to do that? Then we give the official list first, and then we discuss our list. Okay, you guys want to do that?
Sure.
Okay, guys. So yeah, I know we're unprofessional, right? Like, what the fuck? But so we're gonna give our official list first, and the way this went down is basically majority rules, right? So we went over. Okay, guys, what did you guys put at number 1? If 2 of us agreed, boom, that's it. If it's basically majority rules, or if we all disagreed, we somehow had to discuss it and see what we could do. And keep in mind, guys, that some of these we've probably missed some movies.
This is stuff we've seen.
This is stuff that we've
seen.
Maybe not all of us.
So
maybe there's some movies that's made it on the list that I haven't seen, or you, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But definitely, guys, it's definitely sloppy. We've been late, like I said earlier. Before this year, I'm gonna make sure that it's not this sloppy, and make sure that we do see the big hitters.
Yeah.
Right.
Just everything on our list. One of us 3 has seen it.
Yeah.
Or played it. All right. Just know that we don't have anything on the list that none of us have seen or haven't played.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with number 10, and then we'll work our way to the top.
That's the only way to do it, bro. Who the fuck does 1 to 10?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Give away the best one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, guys, stop watching. It's like same time.
All right, well, I know what number 1 is.
So
click on.
yeah, so the official. Okay, so here's the official list of top 10 of HRV, and number 10 we have The Menu, which was a movie that Mario and I seen recently.
Yeah.
And that movie was a breath of fresh air, dude. It was suspenseful, and I really wish I've seen it, but
I haven't seen it. It's on HBO Max though, so I can actually check it out anytime I can.
I didn't know it was on HBO.
Yeah.
I saw it on the website, man.
Yeah,
I was like, I didn't know it was on there.
It's on HBO Max. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah. So okay, so at number the official, we have number 10, The Menu, and then I'll go first. My personal list that I had was The Menu.
At number 10.
Yeah, number 10. Hav, what did you have for your
number
list?
10?
Yeah.
I had The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
And Mario and I haven't seen that, so can you give like a quick synopsis?
So that's it was basically that Nicolas Cage movie that came out where he plays himself. He doesn't play a character, he just plays Nicolas Cage, the actor.
Right, yes.
And Pedro Pascal was in the movie. He plays Javi, and he owns he's like a billionaire.
He plays you?
Right,
Yeah.
that's crazy, right? This is the second time, by the way, fun fact, that Pedro Pascal has played a character named Javier.
Oh, damn.
Because he played Javier Pena in Narcos.
Oh,
Now he
okay.
plays Javi in this one. So, shout out to my boy Pedro,
He just
bro.
looks like
You
a
ju-
hobby.
Hey, shout out to my boy Pedro, bro. I'm honored that you would choose me to play twice.
Hell no.
2 different times and shit. I appreciate you. You a real one. But it's the one where Pedro Pascal's like that billionaire dude,
Yeah.
and he invites Nicolas Cage to his island and stuff, and then they get like involved with like cartel or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
But it was a buddy comedy movie.
Okay.
It was Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal. That movie was hilarious.
Okay, so that's your number 10 spot. Mario, what was your number 10?
At number 10, I think I had the menu. Let me double check.
You had that one too?
I had the menu. Mhm.
Oh, you had the menu. Okay. Okay, and so, moving on to number 9 on the official list, HRV official list, everyone, we have Turning Red. Which, that movie's a good movie, man. It's a good Pixar movie.
Fire.
Yeah, man, it's really good.
It's just a shame, dude, that it didn't come out in theaters.
That's
Yeah,
true.
right? Yeah.
It
For
felt
a
like it
movie,
should have.
for a Pixar movie that ended up being that good, and for it to only come out straight to Disney Plus, it's crazy to me. Like, it should have came out in theaters and stuff. Because the way it works is like, obviously, when a movie comes out in theaters, it makes money based on ticket sales, right? Box office. But when it goes to streaming services,
yeah.
it's about, hey, are we going to make a Turning Red 2? Is there going to be a sequel? And the sequel's determined not by box office, because you don't pay money to go see a streaming movie. It's based on how many people watch it. It's views. But I don't think they can convert views to money. So that's why I'm saying, like, it should have
Yeah.
come out in theaters,
But,
because
like,
box office would have made them the money.
It was during the pandemic, so.
But theaters were open at the time, bro. Last year?
Oh, for real?
Well,
Oh, I
2022,
think-
2022 it was open.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just
oh
this
no,
one,
you're
this
right.
one just
I-
came
that's
out
my
on Disney
mistake.
Plus.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder why they did that. Were they barely slowly starting opening, or
No,
were they
dude.
already open?
No. So
Oh,
what happens
okay,
is
okay.
that Disney is not a stranger. Ever since Disney Plus launched, what was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, they're not a stranger to releasing movies and shows on Disney Plus, and they don't go to theaters.
Okay.
A lot of their live action movies, you know how like they've
Yeah.
been recently remaking live action versions of like Aladdin and Lion King, right? The live action Pinocchio movie that came out last year was straight to Disney Plus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They released Turning Red. Luca was also straight to Disney Plus. Like,
Yeah.
it's not because theaters weren't closed, because they just released shit on a streaming service, because streaming services now are the norm rather than regular television.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. They should have released that on
That's what
theaters.
I'm saying, bro.
And so, so what did you have for that one, Hav?
At number 9, I had Bullet Train.
Yeah, Bullet Train was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Bullet Train's good. Mario, what did you have?
I had Smile.
Smile. Yeah, that's. All right, man.
Here's the thing.
Smile was good.
I like Smile,
Yeah.
but to be in my top 10,
Yeah, I don't know.
no, like, don't get me wrong, and I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Like, oh, you didn't like Smile? Like, you think it's mid? No, and I know that's kind of like the tone in my voice makes it sound like I'm making it mid, but
Which,
it's
fuck.
not.
I just realized.
What?
Wasn't I supposed to say? Wasn't I supposed to give the honorable mentions first and then the official list?
No.
Doesn't matter. We'll do that after.
Doesn't
then.
matter order.
All right.
I mean, it
That's
doesn't
my
matter.
fault. Okay, go on.
But
Go on, Hav.
I don't want people saying that Smile. It's not mid. Like, it's creepy and it's
Yeah.
like it's a good horror movie. It's a casual watch, but I don't know. It just felt like I think that's what it is. Is like it's a casual watching movie, but it's meant to be. I'm not saying it's because it's not deep or it's not layers. Like, it's just because
Yeah.
it was intended to be a casual watch, and I do think it's a great casual. What is it, like a 90-minute movie? You just knock it out and whatever. But I mean, I just feel like there's other movies.
It's so funny that you think you say what? It's an hour 40. You could knock that out.
You can.
To me, that's just kind of funny though, because I've never heard someone like say that. Oh yeah,
An hour and 30? Oh, that's
Yo,
baby.
oh,
That's
what?
the length of Shrek.
Oh wait, what? 3 hours? You can knock that out.
No, that's not at all the same. Dude, Shrek 1's 90 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
like,
I've
anyone
never
can
heard-
knock out a 90-minute
No,
movie.
what
But
I'm
a
saying
3-hour movie's like, fuck. Like, I got to invest
No, no.
time and shit.
What I'm saying is, I never heard someone say that. Like, oh, you can just knock out a movie.
For real,
Like,
yeah.
usually it was like, yo, we're having a movie night.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like usually people just watch one movie. It's all right, bet we chilling. But like he said, you could knock that out. Like
Well,
movie
yeah.
night's hobbies, 10 movies.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, 90-minute movies are not long.
A movie
dude.
night at hobby is Endgame 6 times.
That's great.
No, but yeah, okay. So then we have Oh, Mario, your number 9 spot. What was it?
He said
It was
Smile.
Smile.
Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
'cause I think
Number
I put
9.
a lot of horror movies into my top 10 because I think this was just a great year for horror. After after multiple years of just having shitty horror movies,
Mid.
Yeah.
like legit mid or just
Yeah,
straight
horror
up
movies could be
trash.
a hit or a miss.
But in recent past years, they all been ass in my opinion,
Yeah.
horror. And then this year alone, I'm like, bro, what's with this year? And we got like actually good horror movies and one great one. You know what I mean? So that's why in my top 10 I just have a lot of horror.
Okay, did I say my number 9?
No, you didn't. It's your turn.
Okay, my number 9 fit with the official was Turning Red.
Mm-hmm.
And then, moving on to number 8 on the official list, we have Barbarian, which it is tough seeing that so I guess kind of low, but we'll definitely, I guess we'll get to that, our explanation of what we had and stuff. But Barbarian, man, that was a really good movie. At my number 8, I had Elvis. I had Elvis at number 8. And what did
I
you
had
have?
Barbarian at number 8.
Oh, okay. So that fits well with you on the original. Mario, what did you have?
I had the Black Phone.
The Black Phone was really good too. Yeah, the Black Phone was one of the first, I think. Horror
I think it
movies that
was
we've seen.
it was
like
the
a
first
breath.
one that started off that year.
It started
We're
off
like,
oh,
fuck, holy shit.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 7 on the official list is Elvis. And so with those two, I switched. On the official list is Elvis. On my personal list, number 7, I had Barbarian. So like I had those flipped. So I thought I enjoyed Barbarian more than Elvis. What did you guys have for What did you have for number 7?
Number 7?
Yeah.
I had Puss in Boots 2.
That's wild, man.
That's
wild. As a personal list, number 2 spot. I mean, sorry, number 7. That's crazy, man. That's crazy for me, man. Okay, so you have Puss in Boots. Mario, what did you have?
At 7, I had Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Damn. Okay. I mean, I feel a little too low, but all right. Moving on to the number 6 spot, everyone on the official list, we have Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And on my personal list for number 6, I had the Dragon Ball Super movie, the new one, Superhero. Man, I completely forgot about that movie.
Me too.
Because it was so early. I think it was like earlier in the year. But that movie was fire, man. I actually love that movie, honestly. So that was number 6. And what did you have for number 6?
At number 6, I had Elvis.
Okay, yeah, that's respectable, Elvis. Mario.
At number 6 on my personal list, I had Avatar: Way of Water.
Okay.
LOL.
He be watch his number 1 be Black Adam.
Fuck this dude.
His number 1 is Black Adam.
I'll kill him, bro.
So, all right. So at number 5, on the official list, we have Avatar: The Way of Water.
Okay.
And on my personal list, I had Black Panther: Wakanda Forever for number 5.
Me too.
So we both agreed on that. Mario, what did you have?
For 5?
Yeah, for your personal list.
For 5, I had Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So on the official, once again, moving on up the scale, at number 4 on the official list, we have Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
That movie was.
And that movie was fire. On my personal list at number 4, I had. You guys are gonna be like, what? On my personal list, number 4, I had Avatar: The Way of Water.
Damn. Okay.
I did too. At number 4.
Okay. Javi had that one as well. Mario, what was your number 4?
My number 4 was Barbarian.
Yeah, like.
I love that movie, man.
Okay, but okay, let me get this straight. At number 4, you had Barbarian, but you put Avatar at number, what was it again? 7?
No, I put Avatar at 6.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't
know,
know,
if I can
man.
get down on it.
Avatar is better than Barbarian. I
Hey,
feel.
man, Mario really. Don't get me wrong, Barbarian's fire, man.
It is.
Mario's just.
But Avatar
more into
just
that.
had more. I can't talk. Had more to offer.
Right, and honestly, speaking of that, guys, I know we haven't done a review for the new Avatar, and Same with these other movies that we've mentioned. And like I said before, this year I'm definitely gonna make sure it's different. We are gonna review a lot more of the heavy hitters. It's just this year was our first year, kind of half year, because like we started like in March, I think, this podcast of 2022. Yes. So kind of a bit of a late start, but it is our first year of doing this, and we're still learning, and we're definitely gonna try to make it less sloppy as it is right now. And so, okay, so that was what number were we on? Was that number?
That was number 4. It was Avatar.
So we got 3 now.
Okay, so we said our. Okay. So moving on to number 3 on the official list, we have Top Gun Maverick.
I had that.
Which okay, so both of you guys had that. I never seen it, but I heard it's fire. Right? Mm-hmm. Was it better than the first one?
Way better.
Way better. Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan, dude.
Of the first one?
Yeah. When I watched it, did I tell you that I saw it?
Yeah.
In the parking lot of the movie theater before walking in to go see Top Gun 2.
Uh-huh.
Did I tell you that? So as I was watching, I was like, all right, it's a sequel, and I haven't even seen the first one, so let me just watch it. And I was like, fuck, it's almost 2 hours, right? But whatever, because the movie was 3 hours later. So I was watching it in the parking lot, and I was in my car, and as I'm watching it, and by the time I finished the movie, I was like, the movie was all right. I thought it was just okay. Like Tom Cruise was cool. The other characters were cool. I don't know. I just felt like I'd see more out of that movie. But then I get it was the 80s. I guess they just didn't have.
And what made this one so special?
I guess everything I wanted to see in the first Top Gun movie that I didn't get, I got in the sequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get more plane action when they're flying the jets and shit.
Okay.
The overall mission, I don't want to give too much, but the overall mission of why they're in the Top Gun school is fucking fire. The way that they train and everything is super fire. Like, just the visuals of them, like, flying the jet, like, you feel like you're engaged. Like, you feel like you're in the cockpit with them flying the, and the last, what is it, Mario? 20 minutes of the movie is when that thing happens. You know what I'm talking about? The last 20 minutes of the movie, I was, like, on the edge of my seat, like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like, everything I wanted the first Top Gun to, like, be, because I heard Top Gun is like, oh, it's about like pilots that fly jets and stuff, and I was expecting to be like, oh, like it's gonna be lit, like there's gonna be a lot of plane shit, and I didn't really get a lot of that.
Right.
So everything I wanted to see in the first Top Gun movie, I got with Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
And it was like fire. Like so yes, way better than the first.
Okay, so I haven't seen either of them, but I will watch them. Well, my question was, should I just skip the first one?
No, that's unfortunately you can't.
Oh, okay.
Because there are characters in Top Gun Maverick that either return from the first one, or have some sort of correlation to the characters from the first one.
Okay.
But yeah, you know what? And just real quick, just so I can give you an idea, Top Gun, I'll give that bitch a 6.
A 6. Okay.
I'll be honest with you. Top Gun Maverick is a 10.
A 10. All right. Yeah.
I've heard, just like to put it.
Okay, so on the official list, that's what we had. We had number 3 Top Gun. My personal list at number 3.
Oh, great. He's smiling.
What do you have?
He's smiling.
Puss in Boots, The Last Wish.
He's stupid as... No, I'm kidding.
The Last...
I can respect it, bro, honestly.
That one was above... That one's... yeah, because number 4 I had Avatar, and then Puss in Boots I had...
I can't
I don't know what... Like... I just enjoy this movie more than Avatar, man. Like, they're both 10s.
Death?
They're
like
both
the
10s.
Death character? Bro, his name was Death, right?
Death.
Yeah,
right?
Bro, he was so fucking
He was raw,
cool.
huh?
I told Hector every time we watched that movie, I'm like, bro, why is he so badass?
No, he is.
Like,
He's
this is a
badass.
fucking...
You know what it is? The dude who played him is
Oh.
the guy who played Pablo Escobar in Narcos.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why.
Yeah, Javi's wild, bro. Like, he just listens to their voices. He's like, oh, yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy.
Wait, whoa,
I can't do
what?
that.
He recorded this at 3 p.m.
You dumb as hell.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, he just
Yo.
sipped on some coffee.
Yeah, like he's like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, what?
What is it?
What?
Oh,
bro,
and
he was
it's
he
decaf.
literally he has onion breath while recording this, bro. Like, how do you know this?
Oh, he just ate some steak.
For real?
Oh yeah, and by the sound of it, it's
Lemon pepper
It's-
seasoning.
medium well. What a weirdo.
What a weirdo.
It's like, yeah, he's the weirdo, huh? No, but yeah, that's what when we were watching it. That's what he was saying. He was like,
the
yo,
hell?
you know what I mean?
Hell no.
Okay, so that's my
I
that's my
respect it,
personal
bro.
number
Puss in
3.
Boots, That movie surprised the shit.
So,
out
and
of
we
me.
both know your number 3 personal. That was Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
So moving on to the once again the official list at number 2 spot,
Yeah.
We have Everything Everywhere All at Once. And on my personal list, that's what I had.
I had that. I have that
here.
number 2.
Same here.
You had that, and you had that number 2. And bro, wait, you did? I thought you had. I could have sworn you wasn't it Avatar that you had.
I switched it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, that movie was the tones, the it's very unique.
The editing and everything.
It was just really.
I don't know if you
good
heard,
movie,
but recently, the Golden Globes just happened,
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I saw this.
and Michelle Yeoh, who played the mom, right?
Yeah.
And
The father.
the father, I don't want to mispronounce his name.
okay.
They both received awards for like best actor and best actress for those roles.
That's
Especially
they
like the
deserve
father
it.
one,
Yeah.
the father guy, dude. His speech
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah, he had a really good speech. It was touching and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, Michelle Yeoh I think won for best actress. And the dude won for best actor.
I forgot what he won for. I'm just
He
happy
won for Everything Everywhere. But I don't know because I saw Austin Butler.
Mm-hmm.
He won best actor for playing Elvis.
Oh, okay.
So like how are they both? So I think it's like the genre. I forget what genre
and
specifically.
and speaking of Elvis, I saw that his daughter passed. Bro.
yeah, dude, I heard about that
Rest
too.
in peace.
Oh, the
Holy
guy who
shit.
played it, his daughter.
No,
No,
like,
no. His
Elvis
Elvis Presley's real life daughter
passed, bro.
passed.
When?
Like couple days
Couple
ago.
days ago.
I think.
Oh,
Like,
shit,
at the
for
age
real?
of 54, I think, or something.
Yeah,
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
She was married to Michael Jackson.
So
What?
rest in peace. But like,
So when we were watching the Elvis movie
yeah,
and we saw him with that little girl,
Yeah.
that's who that was in
Right,
real
right,
life,
right.
and now she passed. Which
that's
sucks,
crazy,
man.
bro.
I know.
Okay, so rest in peace. But yeah, number 2 spot. That's what we have. And so wait, Mario, did you have that one too?
Yeah.
Your number. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back to the official list, at number 1 spot,
Can we just tell them?
movie of the year.
Hold on,
What?
hold on. Can we just tell them that we all had this at number 1 also?
Yeah, we all had this number 1.
So
Movie of the year. Movie of the century.
Of the decade.
Well, that's more.
well, that's more than
it's-
a century is more than a
Oh, 100 decades. We have. I mean, if you guys don't know me and like I'm speaking this way, y'all should know.
Yeah.
The Batman.
Come on.
Dum, dum. Riddle me this, Joker.
riddle me this.
Consider yourself riddled. With riddled and bullets, bitch. This is for Gotham. Only I clap. Catwoman.
Whoa, yo, what the fuck?
And Harley Quinn, bitch. I take your
no.
bitch Harley Quinn too.
What? It keeps going.
For Gotham.
Forgot.
Sometimes I'm too cold. They confuse me with Mr. Freeze.
You're so stupid. What the fuck?
Okay, but yeah, guys, I'm fucking around. But we have the Batman, everyone, on the
Dude.
official list, and that's in all of our personal list.
Yep.
Movie of the year, everyone. So that is movie of the year of the first HRV list, top 10
Fire.
awards or whatever.
So good.
And dude, and a lot of people hate on it, man. I don't get it. I think, honestly, I'm starting to think that we're probably in the minority that like it a lot.
Which is so weird.
I think that's the minority. What do you say? What do you think that?
I guess so.
Like, I think majority of people don't like this film.
I don't know, man. I
It's
think
weird.
it feels very 50-50.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like I
can see
just see
that.
split. But here's the thing: people who complain about the Batman, dude,
Yeah.
I always give them a chance, and I always try to hear them out. And the things that they say, it's like, look, I get it. Okay, like I'll give you an example. One person who I work with at my job,
Yeah.
he said, "Bro, the action didn't come in till 2 hours into the movie," and I go, "Okay, first of all, you're fucking wrong. You're a fucking idiot." Because the first fight scene we got was in the subway
Yeah.
when he comes out of the shadows and beats the dudes with the clown makeup shit.
Yeah.
So no, action did not jump in 2 hours fucking into the movie. But also, it's like, oh, there's just like you can't admit like there was no barely any action. Yeah, because
True.
I can kind of understand like that the movie didn't have a lot of action for it being a Batman movie.
Yeah, but like, that wasn't its point, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I could make the argument that a Batman movie, or I'll take that back, a superhero movie should have action.
No, yes.
It must have it.
Right.
But if you're going to go in a different direction and favor dialogue and drama more in a movie over action, then at least pull it off and at least do it well.
And they did that here.
And personally, I felt like they just did.
They did.
But what I think the issue that people are saying, oh, it's trash. I just don't think that people. I think what it is, bro, is I feel like people are just brainwashed to think that superhero movies have to be like the MCU, where it's lighthearted, where it's all fun and games, and that's why movies like Black Adam I felt did so well, because Black Adam, as far as script, tone, and cinematography, is nothing like the Batman.
Yeah.
But Black Adam, as far as script, cinematography, and tone, is more like the MCU, down to the fucking colors. There's more colors in those movies. The Dark Knight, the Batman was mostly taking place at night, or it would take place during the sunset, or when the sun would set. You didn't really see Gotham during the day as much, and if it was cloudy and rainy. You know what I mean? Like, just down to like the colors of the screen. Like, I feel like what it is people are just brainwashed to think that superhero movies have to follow the cliche that the MCU has been doing.
Yeah.
Where it has to be lighthearted and it has to have jokes and it has to be all this. That when a superhero movie comes out that tries to change the cliche and tries to do something different, oh no, it's trash because superhero movies shouldn't be like this type of thing. But it's like Matt Reeves, what he tried to do with the Batman is he tried to take the superhero genre and elevate it and say, hey man, we can make a superhero movie that isn't action every 10 minutes.
And doesn't need to have comedy every 10 minutes.
It doesn't have to have comedy every 10 minutes. It can have dramatic moments of dialogue that's engaging. And on top of that, it was a mystery. It was a detective movie. It's Batman trying to figure out the riddles.
It's a Batman movie.
And everything. And it's just like, and personally, I still stand by what we said a couple of months ago. I still profess, and I don't care what people say, I still think the Batman is better than what Phase 4 of Marvel has put out. I still stand by it. And I know that there are people who disagree and who probably think I'm crazy, but I'm going to be honest with you. I would go toe-to-toe with anyone who disagrees with me.
Oh, shit. How we throwing hands? How we pull up in a Batman costume? Let's get ready to rumble. I mean, no, I agree, Javi.
I just mean, what I meant was, when I say toe-to-toe, I just meant invite them on the podcast, give them a mic and be like, why didn't you like the Batman? And like put them on the spot and be like, okay, you're wrong because of this. And like,
you heard it here, guys. If you guys want to debate with Javi, just comment down below. We won't fly you out. You come here. You fly yourself out.
If you're that passionate.
We won't cover expenses because we're not there yet, right? We won't cover anything. But if you guys want to do it, you're more than welcome. Because listen, because I agree, man. The Batman, it
based on everything that I just said, like, what do you think about what I'm saying?
I mean,
or give me your thoughts.
No, I agree, and it definitely reminds me a lot of the Netflix Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, where they're more serious.
That's another thing. That's my other issue, bro.
What?
Why are people bigging up Daredevil and not the Batman when they're practically identical?
I don't know, dude.
You see what I mean?
I know, bro.
But you see what I mean?
Yeah, they're just hating, bro.
Like, the Batman and Daredevil are literally similar. So similar. They're both dark. It's more dialogue. It's more of a drama. There is action, but it's not the point of the movie. And when there is action, it's fire.
Yeah, bro.
That's basically the Batman. And people will big up Daredevil, but not Batman? What's up with that?
I don't know, dude. People are just haters.
It's just bias.
Because that, and like they want to see the Playboy Batman. They want to see the Batman who's already established and like kind of got over the tragedy that he went through, and you know they want to see that.
This is a version of Batman who, well, then again, Batman as a character never got over his parents' death. And
but you know what I mean.
But this one was like one where he just
this was
like
fresh, bro.
Yeah,
like it was fresh.
Yeah, like you know, yeah. Like
he's still grieving. He's still mourning. You know what I mean? He's still trying to accept it in a way. Mm-hmm. But anyways, like that the Batman reminds me of that, and and not only that, the Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Very serious and a lot of serious tones and the dialogue. I love superhero films that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just do, bro. I honestly do. The whole new superhero stuff, like with Black Adam, sure they're entertaining, but I'm kind of getting over it. I want to see more of the Batman. I want to see more of the Daredevil. I want to see more Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2, where it makes you feel like it's not just jokes 24/7. It's holy shit, this dude's actually dealing with real issues and stuff, and it's more serious tones.
You wanna?
Like, I want more of that, man.
You want more superhero movies that's not gonna leave you with a high dose of dopamine. You want a movie that's going to leave you impacted.
Yes, bro. You put it in perspective. I want that, and obviously there's always a place and time where you want those types of films. Like, for example, one of them is Peacemaker. Mm-hmm. Right? Peacemaker is not necessarily like the Batman, but it was still a really well done, put together show.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's nowhere like the colors pop out and everything is different.
And what I'm just saying is, I'm not saying that type of stuff isn't bad. They're entertaining and they're great. But it's just when you do every single movie like that, it's like, oh, like, dude, really? Like, okay, like, you kind of get the gist. That's why Black Panther Wakanda Forever was really good, because it stayed away from that, and it's good that they did. Because what the fuck?
They should have.
Not only that, I think the new Ant-Man movie is also gonna potentially stray away from that, and I hope.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd like to see more stuff like that, and that's just my opinion. Mario, like, what do you think, bro? Like, you have anything add on to that, or?
No, not really, man. I basically just said my shit.
Yeah,
like when Javi was saying, "Oh, Marvel," I'm like, the Marvel effect, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I've been saying this, the Marvel effect. Dude.
I feel like Mario onto something, bro. Because he's like, I've been saying this, y'all. Like, y'all just catch it. Like, I feel like he's been onto this conspiracy for a while.
Yeah, right. The Marvel.
Like, what does he know? What does he know we don't? Type bullshit.
It started with this phase, bro. When I noticed it.
Yeah, man.
You think he has Kevin Feige's number, bro?
I mean,
probably.
Man, fuck that motherfucker.
I got it. I have access to it. Never mind.
Hey, yo.
All right. Well, yeah, that's our number one, guys. Movie of the year. Let's moving to the TV shows.
Do you want to repeat it for it's easier for Javi for TikTok?
Yeah. So, okay. So I want to honorable mentions. I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
Okay. So the official. Wait, you want me to go over the official list again?
The official. So when Javi does a TikTok, he doesn't have to look for every fucking. Yeah. It'd be easier for him.
So okay. So the official top 10 list of movies of 2022.
10 to 1.
At number 10, we have The Menu. Number 9, Turning Red. Number 8, Barbarian. Number 7, Elvis. Number 6, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Number 5, Avatar The Way of Water. Number 4, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. Number 3, Top Gun Maverick. Number 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And number 1, The Batman. And we'll go over our lists. So, real quick. So, my personal list from number 10 was The Menu. Number 9, Turning Red. Number 8, Elvis. Number 7, Barbarian. Number 6, Dragon Ball Superhero. Number 5, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Number 4, Avatar The Way of Water. Number 3, Puss in Boots The Last Wish. Number 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 1, The Batman. And then if you want to repeat your list real quick, your personal list.
At number 10, I had The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. At number 9, Bullet Train. 8, Barbarian. 7, Puss in Boots 2. 6, Elvis. 5, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. 4, Avatar The Way of Water. 3, Top Gun Maverick. 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And 1, The Batman.
All right. But so my top 10 list is at 10, I got The Menu. At 9, I have Smile. At 8, I have Black Phone. At 7, I have Black Panther Wakanda Forever. At 6, I have Avatar The Way of Water. At 5, I have Puss in Boots The Last Wish. At 4, I have Barbarian. 3, Top Gun Maverick. 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And 1, The Batman.
Okay, we got. I just wanted to laugh. You put Smile at number 9, bro.
Why is that? Wait. Why is that funny?
Why is it in your top 10?
Listen, bro, I'm telling you,
Dude,
bro.
I tried so hard to hold it in. I wanted you to finish so like having shit. You could cut that, I'm sure. But like, bro, oh my god, dude, I wanted to laugh. I wanted to laugh so hard, bro.
What the
Oh my god,
Damn.
the smile was good, bro. But like, out of everything we mentioned,
Like I said, bro, it's just been so. I've been used to seeing shitty horror movie
yeah,
after
Mario.
shitty horror movie that these horror movies hit me more than they usually do.
yeah, I mean, no disrespect, Mario. It's just, I swear, I just couldn't. I don't know why. I wanted to laugh. I thought that shit was funny to me. I had to mute my mic too. I was like, yo, I was looking away.
No.
I thought you were gonna sneeze, bro. I was like, "What's he doing?"
No,
I was
bro,
looking
I just
at
couldn't
you.
look at Mario, bro. I couldn't look at him.
Like, just do it.
No, if I was gonna look at him, okay. Okay, guys. So let's go to our honorable mentions, right? So these are the movies that didn't really make the top 10, but are really good. And these are in no order, so I want to make that clear. We have The Black Phone, Prey, that Predator movie, Jordan Peele's Nope, Lightyear, that horror movie X, Chip and Dale the Rescue Rangers, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Smile, Bullet Train, and Scream. That's what we have. Is there any other movies you guys want to add on there?
Doctor Strange 2.
Okay, Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness.
Jackass Forever.
See, thank you, for making this list. I completely forgot. Jackass Forever. Is that it?
That's all the
with
ones
you?
that I have.
Okay, that's the one. Mario, you got anything else? Are you missing anything else? Okay, so that's our honorable mentions, guys. So now moving on to the TV show category. So for this one, guys, I didn't have a necessarily top 10. Like I said, this year was a bit sloppy for me. I have a top 5, but we did manage to make an official top 10. So we'll give you guys that. Do you have a top 10? Did you have your own personal top 10?
Yeah, it's literally, dude.
Do you want to explain to people what you have so that they don't get
So
confused?
for me, dude, I legit, coincidentally,
Yeah.
I watched 10 TV shows.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. So my list is just the 10 TV shows that I've watched.
Right.
And I just put them in order of enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
So like number 1 was like the best, and then at number 10 was the worst.
Okay.
So it's not like I have a list of 10 good shows, 10 bad shows. It's just 10 shows, and I just put them in my according order.
So, okay, just to be clear, everyone, the official list, that's all good. For Javi's personal list, the last 2 are like the worst or whatever.
Like they're bad.
And that's because, like I said, we didn't watch many shows.
Right.
And Mario, did you have a top 10 list?
Yeah, I had 10.
You had 10? They were all good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cool. So let's move on with the official list. At number 10, we have Chainsaw Man.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously I don't have that. Jav, you want to go into your number 10?
I had She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. So this is the worst, guys. This is the worst.
For Jav,
right?
he's
For Jav.
saying this is bad.
So on She-Hulk, I had
Yeah.
a number 10. Parentheses, I just wrote worst
Right.
because I felt that was the fucking worst movie.
Okay. Mario, what did you have at number 10?
I had Chainsaw Man.
All right, so we agreed on that. So the official, going to the official list again, number 9, we have Miss Marvel. Did you have that, Jav? Oh, sorry. Once again, yeah, yours is the part of the worst.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting, man.
At number 9, I had Euphoria season 2, and in
Okay.
parentheses I wrote mid.
Mid,
I don't think
okay.
I don't think it was bad. I just thought it was mid.
Okay, Mario, what was your number 9?
I had Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War.
Okay,
Okay,
I haven't seen that. Okay, so moving on to the official list once again. Number 8, we have Moon Knight.
Number 8.
Jav, what did you have on that?
So
one?
number 8. So everything from here on out, number 8 and up is all
All
shows
good.
that I thought it were good.
Okay.
And number 8, I actually had Miss Marvel.
Ooh, okay. Mario.
At 8, I had Stranger Things season 4.
Oh, okay. So, okay, going to official list again. Number 7, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. What was your 7?
My 7 was Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Mario, what was your 7?
My 7 is Summertime Rendering.
What the heck is that? What is that?
Another
An anime?
bro. It's goated.
Is it an anime?
Yeah. It's
Oh, okay.
really fucking good.
Okay.
Really fucking good.
Yeah.
No, it's because Mario watches a lot more anime than
for-
regular shows. So you know what? Maybe in the future we'll have.
We
like
won't count 'em.
We'll have a separate list. We could do.
anime.
If Mario have seen a lot of shows.
Oh.
And if I've seen them or whatever. But yeah, because I feel like all of your list is mostly anime, Mario.
Yeah, in terms of things that are not anime, it's 1, 2,
Okay.
3,
All right, so
4.
at
Yeah.
okay, at number 6 on the official list we have Stranger Things season 4. Hav, what was on your number 6?
My number 6 was Moon Knight.
Okay. Mario,
I had Attack on Titan season 4 part 2.
which I still got to catch up, man.
You're
So
almost
far.
there. You're literally
Yeah,
right there.
no, I'm almost there. Okay, so on number 5 on the official list we have Andor. Hav, what's your number 5?
I had Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan
Okay,
Kenobi.
but that's because you haven't seen Andor yet.
I have not,
Okay.
actually.
Mario, you've seen Andor. What's your number 5?
I have The Boys season
The Boys.
3.
Okay, got you. Number 4 on the official list. Oh wait, we're at number 5, guys. My fault. So this is where I finally start my list from the things that I've seen. So at number 5, I had Moon Knight. So that's my lowest that I had at number 5. Okay, so moving on to number 4 on the official list, we have Better Call Saul season 4.
Lit.
And Hav, what did you
That's
have?
what I had.
That's what you
I
had?
had season 6. That's Better Call Saul.
Oh, I said season 4, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah, I said season 4. My bad.
Season 6. The
Sorry,
final season.
that's my mistake. Number 4, Better Call Saul season 6. Mario.
This is for number 4.
Yes.
Number 4, I had Demon Slayer season 2.
Demon Slayer season 2. Okay. For my number 4, I had Chainsaw Man.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I only have a top 5.
I was like, damn.
Okay, so number 3 on the official list, we had The Boys season 3.
That's what I had.
Okay, how have you had that, Mario?
At 3, I had Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Damn.
My number 3, I had Stranger Things season 4. So number 2 on the official list, we have Dahmer. Hav
That's what I had.
had Dahmer. Mario.
On number 2 for me, I had Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah. Okay. My number 2 was Dahmer as well.
Mm.
And then on the number 1 spot on the official list, we have Peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal. I
Yep.
had Peacemaker. Did you have Peacemaker?
I had Peacemaker.
Mario, what was your number 1?
At number 1, I had Andor.
You had Andor. Okay.
Mid-ass show. I'm
Do you-
kidding.
Mario,
haven't seen it.
give
I
it.
haven't seen it.
You know, a lot of people have mixed reviews, right, with Andor that I've seen. Can you give like a quick take of why you think it's good, why you think it deserves the number 1 spot of TV show of the year?
With no spoilers.
With no spoilers.
Because I haven't seen it.
hold up. All right. I mean, if you want to see why people hate Andor, it's pretty much why people hate the Batman.
So they're racist?
What the fuck?
No, I would not say that. No, man. Like I said, people hate Andor, or not hate, not enjoy. I should say they didn't enjoy Andor. They didn't enjoy Batman.
Oh.
Pretty much the same thing, you know. It's
I didn't even make a hyped announcement of our number 1 spot of TV show of the year.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You just said it. You literally embodied Batman to announce Batman.
I know, bro.
At number 1.
Okay, whatever. Go continue your take, man.
But yeah,
And then we'll say what we say.
it's basically it's the same thing between people who don't enjoy Andor and don't enjoy Batman. It's too boring. It's not the Batman we know for Star Wars. It's not the Star Wars we know.
The way he said that, we know.
I know.
Yeah,
it's because we always do that, like when we imitate people that just disagree with us.
Because I think when we posted that TikTok of me saying that Andor's amazing or whatever, two things I saw that it's boring, and then the one that surprised me a lot is that it's not Star Wars. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I did see that.
How is it not Star Wars? I can't say what it's
Because there's not stormtroopers missing their shots.
I guess.
No lightsabers.
Yeah, I said just because Andor doesn't have lightsabers or anything like that does not make it not Star Wars, because they're telling a story here that's very different from what we see typically in the Star Wars universe, and I think people just want to see that mythical aspect to it all the time.
Yeah.
To me, I love the Star Wars universe. I love everything about it. So when I got this show and I started watching, I'm like, yo, I like where this is going. I can't go into much into what it's about because Javi's has to see it, but it's the same thing. Like I said, it's not. I can't really say anything that you guys don't already know, because what people say about Batman is what basically they're saying about Andor. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's boring, or I guess the only difference is that it doesn't feel like Star Wars. Right. You know what I mean? But it's you just gotta understand that when George Lucas made this universe, yes, he made it, with Jedi involved, all that shit, but he made something much more than that, much more than just Jedi, much more than just Sith, much more than just the Force. There's stories in that can be told that doesn't have to involve that can be engaging, that can be entertaining, that can be fucking so incredible. And Andor is just a perfect example of that. It is a show that is built on suspense, that's built on fucking dialogue. That's some of the best fucking shit that I have ever heard in my fucking life, dude. And the fact that it's in my favorite fucking franchise makes me love it even fucking more. And the acting is so incredible in this show. I'm just like, oh my fucking God. Like, yes, finally. Since Disney has acquired Star Wars, this is probably the best fucking thing they put out.
Damn, he said that?
Disney?
Yeah.
Like all the shit that they put out?
Well, no. That's
Star Wars.
That's Star Wars related.
Star Wars.
Better than Mandalorian?
Hey, man. Tread carefully, man. Because
Mandalorian's good. Mandalorian's good, but I think why people really fuck with Mandalorian, because, I can't say because you don't fucking, you're gonna plan on watching it, but there's appearances in the Mandalorian.
Personally, that's not why I like it.
Okay.
I know why people really fuck with it.
Let's finish this stop real quick, and then we'll get to you. And then you can say your piece to counter that.
All right.
So go.
Okay.
So finish your thought, Mario.
Within itself, the Mandalorian and like him, the character, he's cool. He's badass. I love him. He's awesome. Mandalorian's a great fucking show. It's this and Andor for me. These two shows right here.
Okay.
It's
right.
Facts. It's facts.
Like
it's facts.
they're like on the same level of just me personally. Like if I feel like once Javi sees Andor, he's gonna see what I'm fucking talking about.
I'm curious to see what Javi thinks about Andor.
But for me, why I like Mandalorian 2 is because, there's appearances in it, which makes it more hype than it already is. Mm-hmm. Mando's already hype. The character itself, Grogu itself, it's already good. These appearances make you go, oh my fucking God. Right. But with Andor, there's appearances, but not like the ones we see in Mandalorian. And because of that, that's why I just enjoyed Andor much more. Andor much like not. I would enjoy Andor more than Mando. Yeah, more just because it's harder for them to pull it off. Right. No one expected this show to be like this, and be received like this, to be this level of quality. Mm-hmm. And to me, it's just for them. They had a harder job. Who was gonna watch? No one was excited for this show. I'm telling you that right now. No one.
No one really.
No one was excited. Oh, it was more like, Andor's coming out.
No, because they announced this movie
or show.
Or sorry, they announced that Andor was gonna, because Andor's a character that we were introduced in a movie that came out
like 34 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago,
there, bro.
Right? And it was like, oh, by the way, the character that you saw in this movie, he's getting his own spin-off. That was announced when that movie came out. And now we're here. Right. And we're like, bro, like, whatever happened to that one show? They probably canceled that bitch.
And if you watch the movie...
And then a trailer came out, they're like, what the fuck? Like, oh, they're still making that show? But they announced it like 4 years ago. Like, where has it been? Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So no one... Like, people were hyped to see this show when they first announced it. Mm-hmm. But now it's been 4 years.
Like, they just forgot about it. Like...
I don't know if it's forgot about it. I don't know if there was production problems. I don't know why.
No, I'm saying like the people, the fans, they just forgot about it. So like once it came out, they were not interested.
They were just like, whoa, like, oh yeah, this show. Like, I guess they're still making it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like just hype levels just weren't there anymore. Yeah. But then it came out and people fucking are raving over it. Mm-hmm. From what I've seen, like I wouldn't say people are raving over it because he say people hate on the internet. Okay. I haven't seen a lot of Andor discussion on the internet because I don't want to. I just
stay away.
I'm trying to stay away from potential spoilers.
No, there would be spoilers.
But from what I've heard from people that I know at work,
Yeah.
and just in my social circle who have seen it, they have told me like, bro, like this is actually lit. Like it's actually fire. It's 10 out of 10.
Gotcha.
And I think I can't remember. I think it was either you or my other friend. I forget which of the two of you said that Andor feels like a show that belongs on HBO Max.
Yeah, I said that.
That was you.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
He's like, it belongs on and I was like, that's a bold claim, dude. Like, holy shit.
Like I was shocked.
Wait, like what does that
This
mean?
came out
though?
on
like,
Disney.
Like I
It
don't get.
doesn't
I don't get that
feel-
reference.
So what he means is that it doesn't feel like a Disney property.
Oh, got
No,
you,
it
got
doesn't.
you.
You know how Disney and
Gotcha,
Marvel,
gotcha.
all this shit. It's all like
Because Star
I'm not
Wars,
gonna- I'm not gonna say
Star Wars is
kid-friendly.
owned- Yeah, go
But-
ahead.
You know
You're
what I
so
mean?
passionate with this. I love
Well,
this.
dude, because it's Star Wars.
I know. I'm gonna catch up on Star Wars, and I'm gonna like.
So we,
I'm gonna say my opinions, Mario,
Yeah.
and I want to have arguments with you.
and we'd like
But,
to,
like,
we'd
Because
like,
I'm very opinionated.
we'd
too.
like to think you'd agree with us. That's the problem.
No, yeah, but like.
because like we all have similar tastes. I'm like he's gonna like Andor. I know this.
Yeah, right.
I know he would.
yeah.
Okay, wait, Hav, let's go back because you were gonna say something back to Mario where Mario said, "Oh, I think the reason why Mandalorian."
So Mario. Okay, so here's the thing, right?
Yeah,
so
no
Mario,
spoilers for him.
No, I won't. But Mario's saying that he thinks people like Andor more because there's appearances.
No,
Now, he
no. Mando. You said wait, did you say Mando or Andor?
I thought I said Mando.
I thought I heard Andor. My bad. Maybe you did.
I,
I
It's
they
'cause we're
both-
saying-
Mando, Ando.
They're
said
very
the same
similar.
thing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say they're
So
very
from now on, I'm
similar.
gonna just say Mandalorian. I'm gonna just say the
Yeah.
full thing. So Mario was like, "Oh, I think people like Mandalorian more because there's appearances." What he
Okay.
says, what he's saying is cameos.
Yeah.
And yes, there is, but personally, they're just cameos. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And when they happen, it's lit. But I
makes
like
it more hype.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's true. But I personally just really liked the story that's being told
It's
within
good.
the
It's a
episode.
good story.
Because it's Mandalorian. What it is a bounty hunter who was hired to kill Baby Yoda, right? Grogu, because he
I've
was
seen
told
the first two, I think.
I saw the first two episodes.
right. So
yeah.
you know how he was told that the target was a 400-year-old, blah blah blah, whatever, right? And it's like, all right, bet, like I gotta kill a man because he's 400 years old. Then he turns out to be Baby Yoda, and he's like, dude, this is practically like a child. It's like, well, he's actually 400 years old. Well, technically, he's still in child development because he's small, and he still has like the baby sort of
Baby eyes.
brain. I was gonna say brain development. Maybe like that species. Like I was gonna say maybe that the Yoda species just
Grogu got baby eyes, boy.
evolve. The evolution takes longer,
Right.
That kind of thing. So that's what I took it as. And he was just like, and I think if I remember, I'm trying to think back. I think Mando, he puts the gun at his face, but then he puts it down. And he's like, nah, like I'm not gonna kill this dude. I'm gonna save it or whatever. And he takes him under his wing. And his whole thing about the Empire's coming after him, or someone's coming out. Those people are coming after him because he's like, we told you to kill the target and you didn't. He's valuable, blah blah blah, this and that, right? And I just like the story that it's kind of like, in a way, it's very Last of Us, because he takes in this child and
Yeah,
protects
got you.
it and treats it as its own and protects it at all costs, much like how Joel protects Ellie. At first, he wanted nothing to do with it, but then
Right.
over time they grow. This is slightly different. He doesn't immediately grow attached to it. He's just like, I can't kill. It's a baby. It's a child. I can't kill it. It's not morally. It's wrong. So instead, I'm gonna just take it with me. Because there's no family, like it's abandoned, it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna take it with me, and you see this kind of father-son relationship bond grow between a bounty hunter who's kind of like Master Chief in the sense that he was raised to be a killing machine,
Right.
Who decided to have a change of heart and go, I'm gonna give this a chance. And Baby Grogu looking at Mando as like his father because he wants to be like him and he looks up to him and he's being protected by him. So really, to its core, The Mandalorian is a story about this father and son relationship bond
Right.
between a Baby Yoda and a bounty hunter who didn't think he was capable of having attachments like this.
Okay. I
So
can
to
see
me,
why it could
that's
be
why
good.
I liked the story. And the cameos that are in the story are hype, and you're like, oh shit. But to me, I will always take the core story.
But I think what Mario's saying is like the majority of fans maybe necessarily don't think like you. Majority of fans just fuck with it because of the
and
cameos
here's the thing, and no, and that's what I'm saying, right? And that's the thing. But what I'm saying is, if fans like the Mandalorian show because of the cameos, I'm sorry, but they're wrong.
Right.
They're liking the show for the wrong reasons, in my personal opinion. I feel like people should enjoy Mandalorian for the reasons I'm saying. If they think the cameos are what makes the show, I mean, those are just cameos, and they're only in one episode. Like you're not gonna see them again. What the fuck? So to me, that doesn't make sense. I think it's the story is what makes it enjoyable.
Got you.
That's why I think, you know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe after I watch Andor,
Who knows?
I might flip.
See, that's what I'm worried about, right? Is like and to avoid this mess, that's why I said I want to try to watch every big hitter, because Andor was definitely a big hitter. Just so we can make this list better. Because like, what if you watch it and you fuck with it more than our number one spot? You know what I mean?
Right.
But we already give our. So that's the thing. I'm like, dang, bro. So I really wanted. Yeah, that's the thing. But oh well. But speaking of our number one spot, currently the one we have.
We had Peacemaker.
I don't know how to hype this dude up. I mean, I like how I do with the Batman. Right? I don't know how to, like, do you want to taste this? I don't know. Like from the song, the intro.
Song, yeah, I just realized.
Go fuck a fish, bitch.
Go fuck a.
No, bro. When we were playing Warzone the other day, me and Hector Javi, I finally was like, bro. He told me he finished it, and I was like, oh my god, yes, bro. What do you think about the part when he
always brings this scene up? Like when I told him that I finished the show, this was also the first thing he asked me. Like, what the fuck,
dude? It's the most funniest shit ever.
Go ahead.
I was like, bro, what do you think of the part when the black chick, what's her name? Fuck, I forgot her name.
I forgot her name.
But the lesbian girl.
The one that works with Argus.
I forgot her name.
But you know, I'm talking about her.
Yeah.
When she accidentally shows her fucking girlfriend's pussy.
Oh, yeah. While she was sliding through.
Yeah. And then everybody started jumping on it, making jokes and shit. I was like, oh my god.
Dude, I wasn't expecting that shit.
Me
I was like, yo, what the fuck did I just say?
Yeah, bro. Oh
like,
my
yo,
god.
what the fuck?
I was fucking dying.
If that were me, if I was in Mario's spot, I would have been like, "What'd you think of the cameos of Aquaman and Flash?"
Oh no, I did ask him that too, though.
Yeah, he did.
But like that would be the first thing
That's facts.
He's like, "What'd you think of pussy?" Like
That's facts. That was his first shit that he told me
Dude,
about.
when I told him I finished the show, that was the first thing he asked me.
Oh no.
I just think this is funny to me. Like, what the fuck?
No, the show is a perfect example of like how to do comedy and superheroes, but make it good. You know what I mean? It was really well put together. Not only that, I also speculate, I guess, that I think the reason why we like this humor more was because it's not humor that's PG-13 like Marvel does. It's humor that's like that what we would do like as friends, like fucking around.
And it works with these characters.
The way they're written, yes, bro.
It works with the characters. Like if you try to pull these jokes off, and you try to pull them off with like the Flash or the Batman, it wouldn't work.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
Here's the thing, Mario. I'm glad you said that actually, because me and Hector were playing Halo not too long ago, and we were in a party chat, and we actually had this conversation. Hector said, "You know what, Hav? I think the reason why the comedy in Peacemaker works is because it was like edgy, offensive humor and blah 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 and this and that." And I was like, "You know what, Hector? That is half the reason." You're absolutely right. Like, because Marvel would never go to that realm.
No,
They would never.
No.
But here's the thing. I go, here's another thing, Hector. This is why the comedy works.
I think the closest to that, sorry to cut you off, is Deadpool.
Yes.
I think that's the closest they'll ever get.
Yes, definitely. I go like this. But here's the thing, Hector. Like, let me tell you this. I agree with you. That is half the reason. But here's the other half. Let me just pitch this to you. I don't know if you remember what I said. Do you remember what I said? So basically, Mario, what I told Hector was, I go, that's 50% of the reason, bro. I think the other 50% is that Peacemaker was never adapted. He was always in the comics, and he was never adapted on screen.
Yeah.
Therefore, he's not as well known a hero than someone like Batman and Spider-Man and Iron Man are, right? So because he's never technically been adapted to this to a screen,
or just a popular hero.
Exactly.
Because even if a hero was not adapted to the big screen, but it was popular,
people would still be like,
yeah, you know what I mean? People, like, they'll be more inclined to, okay, let's try to make it as close as possible to the comics.
Now,
you know what I mean?
Peacemaker is agreeably not the most popular DC character. So when James Gunn, it was up to him when he decided, I'm going to adapt Peacemaker into live action, he had more creative freedom to write him however he wanted, because no one really knows who Peacemaker was like that.
Yeah.
Therefore, he was more free to write Peacemaker however he wanted. And so if he wanted to portray Peacemaker as a comedic character, it would work because no one had the pre-existing notion of what that character was. As opposed to Spider-Man, or bad example, as opposed to Batman, who everyone knows who Batman is. And if someone wanted to adapt Batman and make it comedic, people are going to be like, what the fuck, that's not Batman. But that's because people know Batman because he's such a pivotal, important character. You compare that to like Peacemaker, who's a character that's not that well known. Well, you have more creative control to adapt that character however way you want and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's also the reason why. Because I told him, I go, well, here's the thing, Hector. Why do you think the Guardians worked so much? That's not Marvel. That's Marvel. That's not DC. Why does Guardians of the Galaxy have a lot of humor like Peacemaker, but no one trashes on it? Again, Guardians of the Galaxy was not a very well-known Marvel team. It wasn't that well known until James Gunn adapted it to a movie. And when he did, because James Gunn knew not a lot of people know about the Guardians, so I'm
Right.
going to adapt them how I want so that people can grow attached to them. And that's why they made them more like comedic and shit like that. That's why I thought Peacemaker also worked personally.
No, yeah. I
So-
definitely agree, bro. And that's why it was just really well done. So the movie of the year, I said movie of the year, TV show of the year,
Yeah.
in our opinion, goes to Peacemaker. I'm sure Andor's great. Javi hasn't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I'll watch it. I promise
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
you know what I mean? But as of right now, from what we've seen, I'd say Peacemaker. You want to taste this, bitch? Right? But yeah, guys. So let's move on to our final category, right? With
Do you want to repeat it for TikTok?
oh, sorry, yeah. Or do you guys want to repeat it? I gotta do something real quick. Intermission. Do you
All
do you have everything written down?
I
don't
don't
have
have the official list.
Right.
Only you do.
The official list?
Yeah, because
I'll
only
give it to
you wrote it down.
Yeah. So here's the official list I have right here.
Okay.
This is the official. This is mine.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
the
I'll be right back real quick.
So the official list, at number 10 we had Chainsaw Man. At number 9 it was Miss Marvel. At number 8 it was Moon Knight. At number 7 it was Obi-Wan. At 6 it's Stranger Things season 4. At 5 was Andor. 4 was Better Call Saul season 6. Number 3 was The Boys season 3. And number 2 was Dahmer. And at number 1 was Peacemaker.
All right, and then
That
yours.
was the official list.
Oh no, give Hector's. Give Hector's.
So Hector's list, it was just 5 shows. So the top 5, his top 5 from 5 to 1. At 5 was Moon Knight. 4 was Chainsaw Man. 3 was Stranger Things. 2 was Dahmer. And 1 was Peacemaker.
And then Javi's. Give yours.
So for my list, I actually had 10. So at number 10, which I parentheses as the worst show, was She-Hulk. At number 9, I parentheses as a mid show, was Euphoria season 2. At number 8 and above is all movies I felt was positive, and that's Miss Marvel at 8, Stranger Things at 7, 6 is Moon Knight, 5 was Obi-Wan, 4 was Better Call Saul, 3 was The Boys season 3, 2 was Dahmer, and 1 was Peacemaker.
All right, and then for my top 10 shows of the year, I have 10. I have Chainsaw Man. At 9, I have Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. At 8, I have Stranger Things season 4. At 7, I have Summertime Rendering. At 6, I have Attack on Titan season 4, part 2. At 5, I have The Boys season 3. At 4, I have Demon Slayer season 2. At 3, I have Peacemaker. At 2, I have Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and then at 1, I have Andor.
So
All right.
y'all set up our piece. Okay. All right. So guys, we're gonna move on to our next category, and same thing. We didn't really play that many games. Sloppy year. I know. We fucked. But we did come up with instead of a top 10, we did come up with a top 5. And this list I actually agree with. So this official list is also mine. How did you ever manage to make your own? No.
No, I didn't make a list, but I'm
Okay.
sure once you name the games, if I've played them, I'll give my thoughts.
Okay.
But then again, let me go look it up. Maybe
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I-
so-
maybe
so
I played
just
games
give
that
the
you guys
official.
haven't played. So
So-
while you're doing that, let me look up.
Yeah,
if
so
they
so
were-
so this is the official list, and this is also my list. I agree with this list. Mario and I put this together. So yeah, there's our top 5. So at top 5 at our official list, at number 5 we have COD, Modern Warfare 2.
Fire.
Which is, I think, a lot of people don't like Mario.
Here's the thing.
I
think why
actually
people,
like it.
why
But,
people
like,
don't
why,
like it,
though?
bro, they shit on Warzone a lot. And I'm just like, yeah, remember, Modern Warfare 2 is more than just Warzone.
Yes, dude. Like,
It's more, if you actually sit down
That's facts.
and you look at the game and see what it came out with at launch, it's honestly, it's good.
The
People love
multiplayer,
to
the
hate on
mechanics.
Call of Duty. They love
Yeah,
to hate it. And I
that's
think some
facts.
parts, it is well-deserved because Warzone 2, this
Yeah.
shit needs to be worked on, right?
uh-huh.
But at launch, this game came out with a battle royale, or not at launch. Battle royale came later, but not a long wait for it. It came out with a campaign, a multiplayer with a decent amount of maps, not a crazy amount of maps. If I
Yeah.
remember, I could be wrong on that. It came out with Spec Ops. Remember that? And then they recently added a new mode, raids,
Oh, yeah.
and
we
that's
still gotta
all
try
that.
out.
All that is free.
Yep.
They added the raid for free. Warzone 2 in general is free, but anything they add to the game is free, as of what I know right now.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, everything's free until like you have to buy the game. Obviously, the only thing that's free that you don't need to buy Modern Warfare 2 is Warzone.
Warzone, yeah, it's the
And,
only thing.
and even then, Warzone, I do have a lot more fun, especially with the third person
Yeah.
mode that they added.
We
Dude, I've been
really-
having a lot of fun with that.
Third person mode is really fun, and
So-
I personally, as someone, I'm the only one in our group that has actually bought Model MW2. I enjoyed the story. I think it's a great campaign. The maps, I think they're an improvement from the launch from the
Oh, hell yeah,
original
dude.
Modern Warfare.
Hell yeah.
I liked them a whole lot more. I wish they would add maps quicker. I'm gonna be honest with you because I am. As a side note, I'm grinding for the camos.
Yeah.
I have all my ARs play. I'm working on SMGs, so I play a lot of these maps
Yeah.
all the fucking time. So I wish they would have add maps more like just faster in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's nitpicky maybe because I play the fucking game so much. I just
Right.
get bored of the maps. But I
Right.
I have not touched Spec Ops and I have not touched the raids because I have no one to
Right.
play them with. So I'm waiting for either like you or Three Guys should buy when it's on sale. And then I could check those out finally. But
Yeah, we
from
could
what
check out
I've
the
seen,
raids.
they've been nothing but positive. No one's going like, "Oh my god, they're crazy."
And the people that are, it's mostly like what you said, Warzone.
And Warzone, the hates war, which I get. Like people love.
It's
the
just the new movement. Honestly, like the whole movement change, I thought was for the better.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely.
Listen, I don't miss
weird
side
mechanics.
canceling.
Yeah, me
I don't miss
neither.
it.
It feels like a Call of Duty game, man. Like
Yeah.
MW, like the OG MW2.
Yeah.
So like I think it definitely deserved to be on here. And like I said, guys, there's a bunch of games that we haven't played that didn't make it the top 10. So you guys let us know. You know what I mean?
I think everything in this I've played, and there's other games I've played, but like they don't deserve to be in top 10.
Yeah. So on the official list and my list, we have number 4, Plague Tales Requiem.
Yes, bro.
And so Mario, I know you beat that one recently.
I just
give
beat-
us,
I
give us
beat it.
general thoughts, man. What do you?
A Plague Tale. Well, I forgot what was the first one called. A Plague Tale.
Innocence.
Innocence. There we go. I played a Plague Tale Innocence literally like, and I beat it like I think like a week or maybe a month around there. Not a long gap before this new one came out, and I was fairly impressed with the first one. I'm like, wow, this is not a big dev team if I remember correctly, and they made a fantastic game, a great story, unique gameplay but you don't really see a lot. You have a sister, you have a kid, and both of them have like their own. Well, not mainly the chick, but I'm pretty sure at some point you get to use the boy in the second game a lot. But in the second game, I always use a comparison. Like this game basically did what God of War did and what Horizon Forbidden West did. Is that they took the first game and they just improved upon it. That's all
Yeah.
what it is, right? But yeah, man, everything.
The graphics are really good
The
too.
graphics aren't insanely good. I remember for me personally, once we got to a certain point, I'm like, wow, this looks fucking incredible.
It's a great game. Like
Yeah.
it's a great game for taking place. Like what does it take place? Again?
It's like
in the-
France, like mid. No, I'm not gonna say medieval.
Like
maybe
17s?
like 1700s.
Yeah,
around
right?
there. I don't
Something
know.
like
Around.
that.
there. I wasn't paying attention to the year, but
But the world is definitely nice.
the world is fucking beautiful. The fact that your main enemy are not only these other soldiers, but these rats also. So the
Right.
game like it makes it different. You know, like when do you see a
Yeah.
game where like you got to be scared of a shit ton of rats coming at you?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? And you think that wouldn't work, but it works in this game and how they you combat it. You know, maybe you don't have to be aggressive here. Maybe
Yeah.
if you just sneak by it, you can go past it. Or if you want to attack them, go ahead, like the soldiers and shit.
Right.
And maybe you can use the rats to your advantage, and they'll attack the soldiers. That way, they're distracted, and you can move on in this area. You know, and so it makes you really think and shit. And it was a really, really good game. It definitely deserved game of the year nomination.
Yeah, I think so too. But just to be clear, Mario, this list is also your list, right? Your personal list, or did you flip flop anything, or should we get to your personal list?
Well,
or-
I had at 5, I had a different game.
How many?
But four to one.
Did you have a top 10 list?
I had 7. Because remember, I played more than 10.
Okay, so we just did 5 and 4. So let's go with your personal list from 7 to 4.
From 7 to
So
4.
go to your
Okay, so at 7, I had Ghostwire Tokyo.
Okay.
At 6, I had the new COD. At 5, I had Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and then at 4, I had a Plague Tale Requiem, and then everything from there.
Everything in there. This matches.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the official list. At number 3, we have Horizon Forbidden West, which honestly I feel bad because I know it's a great game, bro. It looks good. It looked like the premise, the graphics, and the different quests that you can do, and I feel bad, bro, that it dropped the same time with these other heavy hitter games
with God of War.
Yeah, because back then when it dropped, it also the first game dropped when I think the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild dropped.
Yeah, that game deserved it for sure.
Yeah, and but like this game is also really good, so it sucks to see that it got swept away once again by another heavy hitter. Honestly, maybe if they would have dropped it the previous year, because the previous year we know in the Game Awards it Takes Two.
It Takes Two, which I am playing too.
Which I feel like this game would have beaten It Takes Two if it dropped last year.
I'm playing It Takes Two with Dealey, and it's been a long time.
Y'all been playing it.
Yeah, because we dropped it because a lot of things came out, and then we picked it up again recently. And it's surprising me a lot, bro.
Yeah.
So I can see why this won Game of the Year. But if you were right, maybe with this game, maybe it stands a chance. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it sucks, man, because that Horizon Forbidden West, it was the first game that released that truly felt like a next gen game.
Yeah, I know that feeling,
because
bro.
This game only came out on PS5. I got a PS5 just for this fucking game, and it like everything I played on the PS5 has always felt next gen to me, and this was the very first one.
Yeah. Okay. So at number 2 spot, obviously, okay, number 1, number 2, we already know, right? It's gonna be either Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok. Those are the top 2 heavy hitter games, and the number 2 spot, Mario and I, we've decided, goes to God of War Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
And so that means that the number 1 spot is Elden Ring, which a lot of people definitely agree. The Game Awards gave it Game of the Year. And Elden Ring, I feel like, bro, took over like the internet for a while when it came out. It was everywhere. Even if you didn't play it, you knew about it.
It wasn't the level of Fortnite, but it was like the closest thing to it.
Yeah, dude, definitely. It was a well put together game, man. The world, the open worldness, the different customization that you could do with your character, bro. You could literally make Kratos in there. It's so, and I've seen people take hours just mixing their character. Dude. The different play styles you could do. You could be a warrior. You could be a person that just does magic. You could
be a samurai. You could be I think the one I have is a thief. It's not called a thief, but that's what I picked.
Yeah, you could have different types of things, but obviously it was definitely tough competitor with God of War. I would put them at the same level. I just feel like Elden Ring had more of an edge to it, and that's why I believe Elden Ring deserves the Game of the Year, even though God of War, everyone loves God of War. Everybody likes the story. Hav, do you want to? And you've played God of War, Hav. So do you want to give your thoughts of what made God of War the Game of the Year in your eyes, and why do you think, or like basically what made it really good? Was it better than the previous God of War, and what made that?
Well, to answer one of your questions.
Yeah, I know I threw a lot at you.
No, that's fine. To answer one of them, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I just haven't played Elden Ring. So I can't really give my thoughts.
Maybe you'll give it a shot. Maybe it's just like Andor, you'll give Elden Ring a shot.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, I plan to give it a shot, especially because... actually, no. I was going to say, because no new games are coming out, but Dead Space Remake comes out in a few
this
weeks.
month.
Mm-hmm. So after that, there's going to be a long period where there's no games that come out. So maybe I'll try Elden Ring around that time. But yeah, I'll give it a shot. But like that's to answer one of your questions. Like,
okay.
But... dude, it's funny because I didn't grow up playing God of War.
Okay.
The closest thing that I knew to God of War, somewhat, is that he was a DLC character on the PS3 for Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah,
that was the closest thing. That was 2011.
Damn.
So, that was the closest thing I knew. I knew that he was a video game character, but I never played his games. I didn't give a fuck. Like not that I didn't give a fuck. It's just that those weren't games that I guess were introduced to me. For whatever reason, and then years went on, blah blah blah, right? And then I was introduced to the God of War 2018, It was actually our cousin Fabian who introduced me to that game. One night I came over to his house to hang out, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, man, I just started playing the new God of War game." And I was like, "What the fuck? They made a new one?" I completely hadn't even known about it. And I saw him play it, and just the first 20 minutes of gameplay, I'm like, "Damn!" Like it went from cutscene to gameplay, back to cutscene, no cuts. It was very cinematic, and I was like, "I thought God of War games were hack and slash, bro." Like, and he's like, "Nah, man. Like, I guess this one's like a revision of the God of Wars. Is it a reboot? Nah, man, it's a continuation, but like." It's just like they decided to make it differently. I was like, interesting. I was like, should I try it out, man? I was like, hey, man, I just started playing it. I haven't beat it, but so far it's pretty good.
To this day, he hasn't beaten it.
Type shit.
We don't even know, bro.
Oh, I'm out here for
No, we don't know, man. Because Fabian, he sometimes picks up games and he drops them.
No, this
Kind of like what you do with your anime.
That's facts. I do this sometimes.
No, I can confirm he
think
played
so.
and beaten both God of Wars.
Oh, finally? Okay.
He has. He beat God of War 2018 when it came out, and he beat God of War Ragnarok when it came out.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, fuck it, Fabian, I'm gonna trust you, bro, because you're my cousin. So let me try it out. So I went
Just
on
because you're my cousin. If you told me to jump off a cliff, I trust you. You're my cousin.
Why wouldn't I? You wouldn't jump off a cliff if I told you to jump?
Hell no. It depends what's down there. If
Selena
Catwoman
Selena
down
Kyle. You read my mind, bro.
You're gonna say that?
I was gonna say Selena Kyle.
If she was down there, I'm diving. No bets.
No, you're gonna glide, bro, with the bat with
real,
the
bro.
cape.
No, fuck it, bro. I don't want that because I want to get down there quick. I don't got time for glide. Hey, Hav, I don't got time for glide. I got time for slide. I'm gonna have to slide. That's dumb as fuck. Dude, I can't believe I literally said that.
Oh, that's funny.
And look, and listen, that was a perfect moment to show how Javi and I are kind of in sync. But not only that, in sync, but different. Because he mentioned the actress's name, and I mentioned her fictional name.
Yeah.
Ain't that fucking crazy?
Yep.
Dude, like, what the fuck? That was pretty funny. But go on.
Yeah. So what I said, so when Fabian was like, hey, man, I say, fuck it, man, try it out, right? So I went on YouTube, and I literally looked up an IGN video. It was like, Kratos' story. So, because I just didn't have a PS3. I could not go back and and play the OG God of War games. So I went on YouTube and I was just like, give me the story of Kratos. I learned it, I memorized it,
You're like,
bet, and I jumped right into 2018 God of War, and I fucking loved it. It was amazing. I thought it was great. The cinematography, the script, the action, the gameplay was all top notch. And I was like, I knew they were gonna make a sequel, but I'm like, is it gonna live up to this one, bro?
Yeah.
Like low key, like will it be better? Will it
And did it?
worse? And then it finally came out, and I played it. 35 hours of gameplay I put into it. I played the story missions, all the side missions, all the ones that I can, grinded as much as I can. And personally, I thought Ragnarok was better, in my personal opinion. So. And it's funny because, like I said earlier, and this is why I mentioned it in the beginning. I mentioned, it's funny, man. I didn't really grow up playing God of War games. The reason why I bring that up is because I've only played 2 God of War games.
Right.
God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. And just on playing those 2 games, I'm now so attached to Kratos, even though I didn't grow up playing with him. Like now I am attached to Kratos' story because his story is so fucking compelling, especially because of I didn't play the games, but I knew what happened in the original God of War trilogy. Right. That I see his development across all 5 games, and it's just like, bro, this dude's life is wild. And it goes through, like, he was going through a down, and then, he went through up, and then he just keeps going through down. So it's just like the whole just concept and storytelling I thought was fantastically told through all the games. And Ragnarok kind of felt like Endgame, man. It felt like a finale. It felt like the last page of the last chapter of the last book. And
so you don't think
the book shut? Now, I'm not saying there won't be another God of War game. If there is, cool, and I'm fucking there for it day one. But what I'm saying is, if this was the last God of War game, personally, right? Because I know you said that there's some people who don't agree with me. Yeah. But personally, man, if it was up to me, this would be low key like a really good send off to the God of War series. Mm-hmm. Personally, just based on the way that it ends, just that last cutscene you see, because like it's one of those things, bro, where like the last cutscene is like the last cutscene, and credits rolls. but you still go back and play the game because it's open world. Maybe there's side missions you didn't do or stuff like that.
Okay.
So like it's not like the game ends black screen, right, and that's it, and you go to the menu. Like it's not like that. You still play, but just the last cutscene of the story. If you knew Kratos' story from the beginning, like I did, right? Because I watched the YouTube videos and I played God of War for 2018. That last cutscene, I won't spoil it, but dude, it's going to hit. And you're going to be like, oh my God, how much this dude has come through all 5 games. So I felt like Ragnarok, the reason why I liked it so much, yes, gameplay and everything, I felt like it did better than 2018. But overall, I just felt like it was a great potential, maybe, who knows, last installment of this God of War saga. It did what I felt like Endgame did for me, which is why I loved Endgame, was that it was a good ending to a saga. It was like the last chapter of a book, and you like, oh my God, this did a really good job of just ending it. And like if it stopped right here, I wouldn't be upset if there was no more to come. This felt like the perfect fucking ending.
Did you think the same way, Mario? Or did you want more? Did you think it was also the perfect ending, or did you feel like there needed to be more? You wanted more?
No, it was a good ending. I wouldn't say perfect, but like I'm not upset at how it ended. No,
Right.
I'm like, you know what? This all makes sense.
I remember you mentioned something that
it left a plot hole open. You know
there
what I'm
you go,
talking
there you
about.
go.
I can't say it, obviously.
Right.
But you know, what I think they're gonna do is what they did with Horizon. I think an expansion is gonna come out.
That's a good.
That's
guess.
what I then that makes sense because
It
of
does
this.
make sense. I won't say why, but like what he's saying, I could kind of see it.
And it's all on that thing. I'm telling you.
Right.
I bet. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, I can see what he's saying. But then again, there were no expansions that came out for God of War 2018.
That's true.
So maybe that just tells us that Santa Monica Studios just don't do expansions. Maybe they're not.
Well, who knows? Because I'm not. It's a different studio, but Naughty Dog did it with Last of Us. They didn't. They did it for the first one, but not the second one.
Yeah, that's true.
So you never know.
Well,
They're different, completely different studios.
I heard that the expansion for Last of Us 2 was this multiplayer mode, and it still hasn't even come
and
out.
I'm talking in terms of
Last of Us 2?
story. I'm talking story wise, not the multiplayer.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the story because there was an expansion for the first Last of Us.
No,
that
sure.
story.
No, sure. Right.
But the multiplayer in the Last of Us 2, I don't want to call it an expansion,
It's not an expansion,
bro, because
it's
like that
just
should
an
have been in the
addition.
fucking game, low key.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey man,
'cause-
you said it's coming. You think they're gonna announce it on the 10-year anniversary that's coming up or some shit like that?
I think so, bro.
It makes sense.
Cause, bro, the Last of Us multiplayer is raw as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
It's fun as hell, dude. It's raw, and like knowing this one with the new mechanics of proning and dolphin diving and shit, dude, this one's gonna hit. This multiplayer is gonna be.
I just
sick.
hope, bro, because one negative I have about the multiplayer, it's pay to win.
Well, that was for the first game.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
bro.
I'm praying. They should know.
Yeah, the first
They
game
should know.
was definitely pay to win. Like there was guns that were like $3 or whatever, but they were better than the normal guns that you get. Yeah, dude, it was
And you
pay
had,
to win.
didn't you have to pay for perks too? Certain perks.
And certain perks, yeah.
Yeah, it was
certain
pay to win.
perks.
I hated that.
But no,
It's
but
such a good
it was
multiplayer.
certain perks, but like the good perks are free though. That's
Yeah.
one thing. It was just other perks that like,
If you want to play a certain way.
if you wanted to play a certain way.
okay.
But regardless, like, and you know
I don't
me, man.
think. I don't.
Overall,
think
it was still pay to win.
For the guns, yeah. And I'm guilty
Okay.
of buying one of them.
Damn.
Hey,
But
man.
did you slaughter?
I slaughtered.
It was well spent then.
it was.
It
It was.
yeah, but no, but like it's nothing
it was
crazy. It's
Schlotterling
not like
Drive.
$10 or whatever.
Nah.
It's legit like $1, bro. Like
Yeah,
a
they were
like a perk
cheap.
could be like $1, or the gun could be $2,
But
No,
it's still
sure,
pay
but
to
like-
win, bro.
but it's still pay to win.
Like a
But like,
5-year-old.
but like, if you look at
Five
it
is a
from a
bad
different
example.
perspective, it's like, damn, now that company's $2 richer because of my ass. Fuck.
That's
Like,
facts.
That's
Hey,
facts,
you
bro.
contributed to the empire.
but I'm
Hell no.
slaughtering. That's all that matters.
But then we find out the CEO of Naughty Dog is a Nazi. You contributed to that.
You know what I just realized?
you know,
Dealey won't be able to play that.
play what?
The Last of Us new shit, the multiplayer. It's PlayStation.
It's only PlayStation? No way. I thought it's only PlayStation.
And, I mean, it makes sense. Why would they add a multiplayer or whatever only for
Oh,
PC?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's Naughty Dog, man.
Yeah.
That's a PlayStation.
Dealey won't be able to
PlayStation
play
studio.
it. What if he buys one?
That's the only way.
Ooh.
I mean, it's definitely be tough, man. I don't know. I have high hopes for this multiplayer, especially
too.
because it's its own thing.
Yeah, I know.
So that means they could be like GTA Online, where, what's his like Warzone. Sorry, Warzone's I guess is a better example, because I'm sure in the new GTA 6 we'll get a different GTA Online or whatever, or maybe I don't know, but like Warzone where it's a standalone. That's what this game is gonna be. So like
Yeah,
they
I
could
think
keep
so.
updating it or
For
whatever.
years and
Like
years
yeah,
and
you know what I mean. So that's what I'm mostly
How
excited.
much you want
to
to bet?
No, go ahead.
How much
Go
you
ahead.
want to bet this multiplayer
Mhm.
is going to be battle royale?
They. I mean, maybe not the whole premise, but I could see there being a game mode for that.
I
could
feel like it's
definitely
gonna
see
be
their
like
game mode.
not an MMO, but like
No, I heard it's a bigger map though. Like that's what their people were saying. Like it's
For
it's
real?
definitely a bigger. It's a more. You could do more with your character and shit. So could it be an MMO? Maybe. I don't know. If it is, I'm kind of open to it.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
mean,
wouldn't mind in The
cool.
Last of Us MMO.
Like I'm sure maybe you could
style
have
MMO.
maybe you could have a squad of 4 and you could do like a missions like
Maybe-
spec ops or whatever.
I just hope when they announce it, it
That'd be
just
pretty
hits,
cool.
bro.
We just got to see, bro. We just got to see what they say.
And maybe they do announce a story expansion when they announce that.
Yeah, right.
You never know.
Okay, so it's just a quick recap of our video game category. We didn't have a top 10 list, but we did have a top 5. At number 5, we had COD MW2, 4 Plague Tales Requiem, 3 Horizon Forbidden West, 2 God of War Ragnarok, number 1 Elden Ring. And so yeah, the game of the year is Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this one was a bit more sloppy and stuff, but we'll definitely get better on the next year. And thank you guys so much for listening. And remember, don't let your past haunt you guys. Take care.
Peace.
See you.